we need to identify, we have to identify which one from them are rational and which one them from are irrational. Okay, so that's why, first of all, if I look at this one, what do you think? What is your opinion? Is it rational or irrational?
Rational.
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 It's rational. Why it is rational? Because it is decimal, but a terminating decimal. So I will say it belongs to Q. It is rational because this symbol now you know very well. If I'm using this symbol, it means I will say it is present in that group. So 5.25 is present in Q. 3 over 7. What is 3? An integer. What is 7? An integer. When you divide two integers, it is always in the rational. So you can say it is irrational. Okay. Now, what about such scenario about like square root of 3? Okay. In this case, if it is square root of 3, you need to convert it into decimal. You can do so. Square root 3, press this button S and D. It will get converted into decimal. Now, when it gets converted into decimal, you can notice one thing. These are non-terminating because calculator is showing them to maximum capacity. These are non-terminating and non-recurring also, mean are not repeating also. So in which category I should put them?
Irrational.
Irrational. I
Rational.
will say it belongs to irrational, Q dash.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
For the second one, I think it's irrational.
No. I told you when you divide two integers, mean your normal fraction, you can say is always rational. Because if we look at the definition, we say the numbers of this form A over B, where both A and B are integers, we can say them. These are okay. So that's why it's always whenever you are having a fraction, you can say that it will be rational. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what about 503? It's a whole number. It's a natural number. It's a whole number. So what it will be?
Rational.
Hmm?
Rational.
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 Because I told you every integer is always rational. So you can say it's a rational. Okay. Then what about that one? It's a decimal number. Yes.
Irrational.
Irrational because it's not repeating, it's non-recurring and non-terminating also. So you can say belong to irrational. What about this one?
Rational.
Hmm? Rational because it is
Rational.
terminating, and every terminating is always rational. So I will say it is rational. Okay. So now this is the most easiest explanation about the rational or irrational. Now any number given, you will be able to identify whether it is rational or irrational because it's the simplest explanation of rational and irrational. Make sure everybody understood that one. Okay. I think one student joined now. Even for some student, I don't know their name, Varisha, because I know them from their parents. So that's why I need to recall for them too. Yes, Varisha, make sure you understand about rational, irrational numbers. Okay. Hmm. All right. Thank you. Yes, Basira, what about you?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Because this is the basic. These things in almost every question we have to use. Now coming to the first practical thing right now. After all that, when you understood, always in most of the cases in your paper two, a question is asked that a fraction is given. Yeah, one more thing I forget to tell you. Sorry. That is, if we have, for example, if I have a recurring fraction, a recurring fraction. What is recurring fraction? For example, if I say 1.33333, so on. It's a recurring fraction. How many digits are repeating in that? Only one digit is repeating. So I can write it in short way. I can write it in this way also. 1.3 and can put a bar on that. It shows that the digit 3 is repeating. Or I can write it 1.3 and can write a dot on that. It shows that 3 will keep repeating. Or maybe it is new for you, but it is used 1.3 and can put a bracket around it. Just like this calculator is showing. For example, if I say 1 divided by 5, what it will show you? No, sorry, 1 divided by 6. Like you can see, bracket is around the 6, so 6 is repeating. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And at the end, it's rounded off. What is rounding? We will also learn that. But 6 is repeating. So I can say it in this way. For example, if it is 1 point, like just like in this example, 1.1666, so on. So I can shortly write 1.1 and only digit 6 is repeating. So I should put a bar on 6. Or I can write it 1.1 and 6 and then bracket. But this mostly digital devices shows in this format. With manual, with handwriting, we use this one or this one. Okay. But as you should be aware about the use of calculator also. So that's why keep in mind some calculator may show it in this form also. These are recurring fractions. A very famous question in your exam and most probably question 1, 2 of paper 2 is in many paper you will see is will be that change your recurring fraction into normal fraction. What is normal fraction? For example, if I write 1.333333 like that, let me say 1.333333 maximum I'm writing. If I change it, sorry, this is 4/3. This is a normal fraction, okay? This is a normal fraction. But this one is recurring fraction, like 4/3 is a normal fraction. So the question comes that you have to convert a recurring fraction into a normal fraction. So let's see how we will do. But before that, one more thing that you must understand. For example, if I'm writing 1.2525, so on. How many digits are repeating here? 2 digits. So I can shortly write it 1.25 bar, or I can write it 1.25 and can write dot on these two. It means these digits are repeating. Okay. Let's take an example now and learn how to convert a recurring fraction into a decimal fraction or a decimal fraction into recurring fraction. Okay, let's see. It's given that let's suppose convert this one 1.3333, so on. I have to convert it into normal fraction. So how I will do? Okay, let's see. First of all, the given equation, the given question, you will say let it is equal to x. I will say let x is equal to 1.3333, so on. Doesn't matter how many 3 you write, okay? Because it will keep repeating. 3 will keep repeating. It will never end. So that's why I keep writing. Doesn't matter. Now, how many digits are repeating? Anyone would like to tell here? How many digits are repeating here?
1.
Only
One
one
digit.
digit is repeating. Yes. Okay. If one digit is repeating, so it means with the repetition of one digit, we can say if one digit is repeating, multiply both sides by 10. Because you can see this is left side, this is right side. Only one digit is repeating, So multiply both sides with 10. I will say whenever you will see this symbol, it will be, I will read it multiplying, okay? I will say it is multiplication. Okay, multiplying, I will say multiplying by 10. We have to multiply both sides by 10. Okay, so when I will multiply this with 10, it will become 10x. Now, when I will multiply this with 10, it will be, keep one thing in your mind. If you are writing here 4 digits, take your calculator always, because you are allowed to use the calculator, so use it. Write here also that number of digits and multiply it with 10. You will get 13.333. Okay, so write 13.333. But look, as the number of 3 are not restricted, here you write 4, so here also write 4. So your later calculation will be easy. For example, if you write here only 3, so then after decimal you should have 333. So accordingly it should be, okay. This is your equation number 1, this is your equation number 2. Now next step will be, you have to do equation number 2 minus equation number 1. Mean from this you will subtract this. Okay, what it will give you, whenever we subtract the equations, we will discuss about the equations also later on. Whenever we discuss the equations, so one thing keep in mind, left side we subtract from the left side and right side from the right side. For example, this is left side is 10x, its left side is x. And one more thing, if I write only like 1, it is 1. If I will put a circle around it, I will say it is equation number 1. Okay, if I will put a circle around it, it will be equation number 1. So I will read it by equation number 2 minus equation number 1. I actually want to make sure you become familiar with the mathematics language that I use. Okay, so that's why never get confused about any symbol that we will use. So now from equation number 2, I will subtract equation number 1. Now 10x minus x on this side will be 9x equals to, now from this minus this. Okay, let's take the calculator. It will be 13.333 minus 1.3333. Show the equal number of digits after the decimal. So that will make your calculation easy. It will give you 12. Now what it will be, 12 over 9, that you can write in the lowest form by dividing with 3. So it will give you 4 over 3. Okay, 12 divided by 9 will give you 4 over 3. You can check it by converting into decimal 1.333333. Okay, once again, when you are changing the recurring fraction,
There was,
my voice is lagging.
yes, sir.
Okay, what about others, please? Is it clear now?
Yeah, at the moment it's clear.
Yeah, okay, all right. Because sometime during the conversation, for some instance, it might break. So if it breaks, so let me know immediately. At least I can work on that. Okay. Now let's take another example. Let's take another example where we have. Okay. Example is, we have to convert 2.1333 so on. This is a recurring fraction and we have to convert it into normal fraction. So what should I do? What is the first step? Say let
Ma-
x equals 2.1333 so on. Now how many digits you write after the decimal? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you write 5, you can write 5 because 3 will keep repeating. It will never end. This is your equation number 1. Now, by the way, how many digits are repeating here? Only one digit is repeating. Only one digit is repeating. So we will multiply both sides with 10. I'm writing 10. I'm not putting a circle around because if I will put the circle, it will be equation. So I'm just saying multiplying by 10 means multiply this with 10, multiply this with 10. Okay. What it will become 10x equals, when I will multiply this with 10, what it will become 2.13 multiplied with 10. That will make 21.333. But here we took 4 digits, here are 3 digits, but you know it's never ending. So that's why you can write another 3. So number of digits after the decimal will be equal. Okay, so on. This is your equation number 2. Now what is the next step? Next step is you will do equation number 2 minus equation number 1. From second equation, subtract equation number 1. So what you will get, left side from the left side, 10x minus x will be 9x equals this from this. Okay, let's do by calculator. Right, 21.333. Show that digits that are on your page. 2.133. That will give you 96 over 5. So write 96 over 5. Now you have to shift the 9 to the other side. It will divide, mean will become 96 over 5 into 9. Okay, you can use your calculator even like this way, 96 over 5 times 9. And then it will give you the lowest form. Write always the lowest form, 32 over, it's giving 32 over 15. Okay, so it's 32 over 15. Okay. Now, clear? Let's take, I will leave here some examples for you that you have to do. Number 1, number 2 is number 3 is 8.9191, so on. Let me do the third one. 1 and 2 are like for your homework, okay? But the third one I will do right now here. Okay. What I have to do, I will say let x equals the given number 8.9191, so on. Now this time how many digits are repeating?
2.
2 digits.
2 digits.
Okay, if 1 digit will repeat, you will multiply both sides by 10. If 2 digits will repeat, we will multiply by 100. Okay, so right now we will multiply both sides with 100. If 3 digits will repeat, then what your mind says should be by 1000. If 4 digits repeat, you should multiply both sides by 10,000. Shadeb, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
It looked like you are lagging or something. So, okay. Now multiply both sides by multiplying by 100. Why by 100? Because this time 2 digits are repeating. Okay. So I will say this is 100x equals to, now this one with 100. Okay, let's write 8.9191 times 100. That will make, change into decimal, 891.91. But look here, after the decimal we have 4 digits, but here are only 2 digits. But we know 9191 is repeating, so I can write another 91 because 9191. Now number of digits will be equal after the decimal. So your calculation will be easy for you. Okay. This is second equation. Now next step is you have to subtract from equation 2 equation number 1. Okay, from left side subtract the left side. 100 minus x 99 equals to Now from this one minus this one. Okay, let's do the calculation. 891.9191 minus 8.9191. Keeping the number of digits after the decimal equals makes your calculation very easy. Otherwise, will become little bit complicated and exact answer you might not get. Okay, it's 883. 883. Now take 99 to the other side. 883 over 99. Try to write it into the lowest form, and your calculator can do this for you. You can write 883 over 99. That is already in the lowest form, and check. Yes, is it or not? It means you did it 100% with 100% accuracy. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, now